Arizona Governor Jan Brewer signed a tough new anti-immigration law into effect Friday. Since then, leaders from San Francisco to Metro Detroit are protesting, even threatening to boycott the state. Supporters of immigration reform say the controversy will actually help focus public attention on the issue.
They're planning a rally in Ann Arbor Saturday where the president will address the graduates at the University of Michigan. Fox 2's Bill Gallagher with the story.
The new Arizona law gives police the power to question anyone reasonably suspected of being an undocumented immigrant, and people are now required to carry papers proving their right to be in the United States. If they're without papers, you can be charged with trespassing and jailed for up to 6 months. Arizona's governor argued the tough law is necessary because the federal government has failed to stem the tide of undocumented immigrants in Arizona.
We cannot stand idly by as drophouses, kidnappings, and violence compromise our quality of life.
Elena Harada is a community activist in southwest Detroit and with the social justice program at Mary Grove College. She sees Arizona's law as unjust and unworkable.
A pretty extreme law. It basically comes down to almost ethnic cleansing for the state of Arizona. I don't know how they're going to do that. How are they going to do that? Especially given the history of Arizona. Arizona belonged to Mexico. So there's people that have been there long before the border.
Dawud Walid of the Council on American Islamic Relations fears ethnic and religious profiling in Arizona.
If a Muslim female is driving close to the border and she has on hijab, then perhaps that may make her look un-American to some people in Arizona law enforcement. If someone is Latino, they may be pulled if they're driving close to the border simply because they're Latino.
Critics say the new Arizona law and any that might be modeled on it only create confusion and more problems.
I know it's a terrible, difficult, painful thing, but it will actually force people to realize how much the entire country is interwoven and how we can't possibly separate each other on the lines of these statuses.
This bigoted law may actually be a blessing in disguise because this bigoted law in Arizona has now brought the immigration reform debate back to the national forefront.